Hello students, are you ready to learn the third term portion? Yes, today you are going to learn the third term Maths Unit 1. The topic of this unit is numbers. Come, let's get into the video session.
Unit 1 Numbers. In this lesson, you are going to learn about the odd and even numbers, ordinal and cardinal numbers, repeated addition and repeated subtraction. First, odd and even numbers. So, look at the pictures, children. Here some of the objects that are available in pairs are given below. Pair. A pair is a set of two things used together or regarded as a unit. For example, chappal, socks, shoe, gloves. These are the objects that are available in pairs. Pair means two things, set of two things. Next, odd and even numbers. Let us consider two objects having same properties. For example, a set of two anklets, a set of two bangles. Look at the picture. How many birds are there? Yes, there are 6 birds. The 6 birds makes 3 set of 2s. That is, they are sitting 2. So totally 3 times of 2 is 6. So the numbers that can be arranged in 2s completely are called even numbers. Otherwise, even numbers means the things which can be splitted equal of is called a even number. So here 6 birds make 3 sets of 2s. So 6 is an even number. Look at the picture. How many birds are there? Yes, now it's 5 birds only because one bird flew away. Okay. Whether we can able to split these birds equally off? No. And also see here 5 birds is there. 2 birds and another set of 2 birds and then a single bird is sitting separately. So that is called the objects that cannot be completely arranged in 2s are called odd numbers. Here out of 5 birds, 2 sets of 2s can be made, but 1 bird is left. Hence 5 is an odd number. Let us practice. Group the objects in 2s. You have to group the objects in 2s. That is, you have to pair a thing and find whether they are even or odd. One is done for you. Yes. What you have to do? You have to group the objects in 2s. So, you have to make a pair, and if there is a remainder, it is an odd number. If there is a no remainder, that is said to be a even number. So, come, let's do this. First one, it is a parachute. How many parachutes are there? There are 5 parachutes. You have to group the object in 2s. After grouping, we have 1 parachute. So, remainder is 1. So, it is an odd number. The next one is a helicopter. There are 10 helicopters. So, after pairing the helicopter in 2s, what will come? Is there any remainder? No. So, the number is even number. The third one, it's a aeroplane. So how many aeroplanes are there? There are 7 aeroplanes. You have to group the objects in 2s. After making the group, is there any remainder? Yes, we have a remainder 1. So it's a odd number. So next one is a robot. How many robots are there? There are 8 robots. After grouping the objects, we have no remainder. It is a even number. And the last one is a racket. Here we have a 13 rackets. After grouping the 13 rackets in 2s, we have one remainder. So it is a odd number. Let us arrange the given seats in 2s according to the number and check whether they are odd or even. So you have to arrange it in 2s according to the number. Above table, we can conclude that the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19 and so on have one set of seat that cannot be arranged in 2s. and they are called odd numbers. The numbers 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 have all the seat arranged in twos and hence they are called even numbers. Look at the odd numbers given above. These numbers have any one of the number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in their ones place. Look at the even numbers given above. These numbers have any one of the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8 and 0 in their ones place. Besides, we can observe that odd and even numbers come alternatively. Now let us practice some sums. Circle the odd numbers. So first sum is 71, 64, 45 and 82. Among this, which one is odd? Yes, in the ones place we can see the 1 and 5. So it is a odd number. So you have to circle. The second one 9, 7, 11, 8. So we know that 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are odd numbers. So 9, 7 and 11 are odd numbers. You have to circle the odd numbers. The third one 10, 17, 27, 16. So what it is? Yes, 17 and 27 are odd numbers. So you have to circle that numbers. The fourth one 94, 37, 26, 69. Among this, which one is the odd number? 37 and 69 is the odd number. You have to circle the numbers. And the fifth one 25, 52, 81, 18. Among this 25 and 81 is the odd number. Since we have 5 and 1 in the ones place, it is the odd number. Odd numbers means the number 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. You have to find this number in a ones place. We can say it is an odd number. Now you have to box the even numbers. Even numbers means the number 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So once you have seen the number 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 in ones place, you have to circle it is an even number. So first one, what it is? 16, 21, 33 and 30. Here we have 16 and 30. So we have a 6 and 0 in the ones place. So you have to box the 16 and 30. The second sum 88, 74, 11, 53. So here we have 88. 8 in ones place and 4 in ones place in 74. So you have to box 88 and 74. The third one 90, 13, 92, 74 and 66. Here we have 92, 74 and 66 are even numbers. So you have to box the even number. And the next one 8, 18, 83, 86. Among this number, the 8, 18 and 86 are even numbers. So you have to box the even number. The last one 96, 69, 72 and 27. Here we have the number 96 and 72 are even numbers. Why we are saying it is a even number? Yes. In the 96, in the ones place we have 6 and the 72 in ones place we have 2. So you have to box a number. It is a even number. Now we will see the ordinal and cardinal numbers. First is a cardinal number. A number denoting quantity, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. are called the cardinal number. And the ordinal numbers are a number defining the position of something in a series, such as first, second, third, fourth, etc. We will learn the ordinal and cardinal numbers with an illustration. Here, Maya had some grains to feed the birds. She threw the grains on the ground. Some birds and animals came there one by one and had their food. The order they had the food is given below. So see here, first Craving crow came first. So who came first? Crow. The next pretty parrot came second. So parrot came second. Majestic dove came third. Dove came third. Sweet Mina came fourth. So fourth who came? Mina came to eat the grains. Cute squirrel came fifth. So squirrel came fifth. And last, naughty monkey came sixth and finished all the grains. Now we can order the numbers first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So these are called a ordinal number. Learn. In a library, the first 10 racks were allotted for magazines and dailies. Books that are arranged in different racks from 11th onwards as shown below. In the 11th rack, they have arranged a general knowledge book. Next to 11th is the 12th rack, it's a comics book. And the 13th is the story books. And the 14th rack is a science book. And the geography books were kept in the 15th rack. In the 16th rack, it's an history books. In the 17th rack, we have maths books. And the 18th rack, it's a games book. English books were kept in the 19th rack and Tamil books were kept in the 20th rack. So now we can answer the following questions on seeing the picture. So story books are arranged in the dash rack. In which rack the story books were kept? Yes, it is kept in the 13th rack. And the books on history can be found in the dash rack. It is in the 16th rack. The third one, between which two racks are mathematics books placed? So in between means between the two numbers, center. So it is between the 16th and 18th rack. And the English books are next to dash rack. So which rack? It is next to the 18th rack. General knowledge books are in the dash rack. So which rack it is? General knowledge books are kept in the 11th rack. And the last, your favorite books are in the dash racks. I have written here it's 14th. Science is my favorite book, so I have written 14. If you have like whatever it is, you have to write on your own the last one. So here you can see the calendar. So see here, it's a conversation between a boy and a girl. So the boy asked to the girl, what's so special about the 14th of November? Do you remember? Yes, it's a Children's Day. It was replied by that girl. Again the boy asked, when is your birthday? The girl replied, it comes on 29th of November. Here 14th of November and 29th of November are called the ordinal numbers. It represents the order of a number. And 14, 29 are cardinal numbers. They are counting numbers. Let us practice on seeing this November month calendar. We can answer the questions below. The third Friday of November falls on, that is the third week of third Friday. Which date? It falls on 15th November. The 7th of November 2019 falls on Thursday. First Sunday of the month falls on 3rd November. The day 15/11/2019 falls on dash week of November. It's the third week of November. The 4th of November falls on Saturday. Then dash of November will be the third Saturday of the month. Yes, it is the 18th of November. Pleasure time. You have to write the mobile number of your father or mother in the columns provided below. Here I have written a number. Mobile number 9830740328. From this number, you have to find the 7th position. So from this number we have to count which number is in the 7th place. So which number it is? It is a 0. Very good. And we can see the 6th place. Which number falls in 6th place? Yes, it's 4. And you can also find the second place of a number. Which number is in the second digit? It's a 8. So find out who am I. Here are the clues to find it out. The first clue, I am a 5-letter word. Yes, you have to find the word which contains a 5 letters. The second clue, you can sit on me. So I think that it is a thing which we used to sit. Right, children? Yes. Now we can move to the third clue. If you remove my first letter, I will be on your head. So if we can remove the first letter, the remaining letters gives that it will be on our head. So what we will have in your head? Yes, we have a hair. Very good. And the last clue, if you remove my second letter, you can breathe me in and out. So how you will breathe? What you will breathe in and out? We can breathe air, right? Yes. Now we can find a word. Are you ready to find the word? Yes, we found the word. What word it is? Yes, it is a chair. chair. Here are the clues to find out. I am a 8-lettered animal. It is a name of an animal. How many letters there are? There are 8 letters. My first and the third letter are same. The first and the third letter are same. My last 3 letters refer to a small insect that you could find anywhere where there is sweet but wouldn't fly. Which insect will come if there is a sweet? Yes, it is an ant. My second letter is the first letter of the word that represents the national flower. What is the national flower? Yes, lotus. What's the starting letter of lotus? L. I am the biggest animal on land. So, shall we find what animal it is? Yes, the name of the animal is elephant. Find the name of the flower. So, now we are going to find the name of the flower. The 5th letter is F. So, in that box you have to write in the 5th place F. The second letter is H. So, in the second place you have to write H. The 4th and the 9th letter is E. O will come in the 3rd and the 7th position. The 10th letter is R. The 8th letter is 23rd letter in the sequence of alphabets. The first letter is 19th letter in alphabet list. The 6th letter is 12th letter of alphabets. What flower it is? Yes, it is a shoe flower. Now we are going to see about the repeated addition. Before going to read the repeated addition, here we have illustrations. See here, it's a footwear shop. Mugilan and Yarini went to a footwear shop. By the time they entered the shop, they saw a few of their friends buying footwear. To their surprise, they found the shop was left empty after some time. So they returned home without buying footwear. Can you say why? Read the following conversation. Mugilan and Yarini explained in the situation to their mother. Yarini says, Mom, I saw Chittu. She flew away with 2 sets of 2 slippers. So 2 sets of 2 slipper means 2 plus 2, what it is? 4. Then mother said, Oh, I see. And Mugilan started, I saw Pussy in the shop. It went away with 3 sets of 4 slippers. So 3 sets of 4 slippers means 4 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 12. So mother says, Is it so? Yarini, Mom, the fly selected 4 sets of 6 shoes. So 4 sets of 6 shoes means 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Totally 24 numbers. Mother said, What happened next? Mugilan replied, Spider chose 5 sets of 8 shoes. 5 sets of 8 shoes means 5 times of 8. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is equal to 40. If none of the slippers was left in the shop, can you guess who came next? Yes, finally caterpillar came and emptied the shop. Let's see another illustration. Agilan and Aragi are interested in gardening in their leisure time. They are always found in the vegetable garden in the backyard. They have 4 types of vegetable plants. Let us visit the garden. So see here tomato plants in their farm. So how many plants in row? There are 5 plants in a row. How many rows are there? 4 rows. So they have written 5 plus 5 plus 5. Totally how many plants? 20. Now we'll see the chili plants. They have 7 chili plants in a row. Totally there is a 3 rows. So 7 plus 7 plus 7 is equal to 21. Now we will see the brinjal plants in their form. So there were totally 6 plants in a row. So there are 2 rows. So 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. Lady's finger plants. So there are 5 plants in a row. Totally they have 3 rows. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 15. Let us practice some sums. Use repeated addition to find the total. So there are 5 groups. There are 3 chicks in each groups. Now you have to find how many chicks are there altogether. So there are 5 groups and 3 chicks in each groups. Now we have to find how many chicks are there together. So you have to add repeated addition 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So 5 groups, no? So 5 times of 3's. So totally 15 chicks. There are 4 bunches. There are 6 bananas in each bunch. How many bananas are there altogether? How many bunches are there? There are 4 bunches. Each bunch contains 6 bananas. So 4 times of 6. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is equal to 24. There are dash trays. There are dash eggs in each row. How many eggs are there altogether? So there are dash trays. How many trays? 3 trays. And there are dash eggs. How many eggs? So in each tray there are 10 eggs. So 3 times of 10. 10 plus 10 plus 10 is equal to 30. Pleasure time. Draw the missing figures and complete repetition addition facts. First one, you can see the oval shapes in 3 groups. How many oval shape in a group? There are 4. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 12. Now look into the second one, 2 and the empty box is given. Here you have to draw true triangle. And 2 and last box you have to draw another 2 triangles. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 4 times of 2 is equal to 8. The third one, here we have 5 polygons in a group. Totally there are 3 groups. So in the second group you have to draw 5 polygon. So in the facts you have to write 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 15. Fourth sum we have 6 square in a circle. So in the second circle you have to draw 6 square. In the fourth circle you have to draw 6 square. So the fact is 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. That is 4 times of 6 is equal to 24. Let us learn. Let us learn repeated additions using number line. Here they have given a number line from 0 to 15. Start from 0 and leap in 3's up to 12. So you have to start from 0 and leap in 3's. So frog will reach 12 in 4 leaps of 3 units each. So the frog can leap 3 units distance in one attempt. After the 4th attempt, the distance covered by the frog will be 12 units. It is shown as 0 plus 3, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 3, 12. That is 3 when repeatedly added 4 times gives 12, which can be expressed as 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 12 units. Let us practice some more example. For each of the distances given below, draw the leaping positions of the frog on the line to reach 20. First one leap covers 2 units distance. See that the frog has to leap. One leap, it covers 2 units distance. So 0 to 2, it's a 1 unit, 1 leap. So like that, up to 20, the frog has to leap. How many times? Yes, 10 times. So repeated addition facts is 10 times of 2 is equal to 20 and number of jumps is 10. Let's see another one. One leap covers 4 units distance. So see here, 1 leap has to cover 4 units, so 0 to 4. So till it reaches 20, how many leaps are there? It has to leap 5 leap. Okay, so each leap contains 4 units. So 5 times of 4. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 20. Number of jumps is 5. Leap covers 5 units distance. Starting from 0, 1 leap covers 5 units. So 0 to 5 is 1 leap, and 5 to 10 is another leap, and 10 to 15 is a third leap, and 15 to 20 is a fourth leap. So how many leap? It's a 4 leaps, and it covers 20 units. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 20. Now let us see the repeated subtraction through an illustration. See here, Erilan, Kumaran and Inian went to Grandma Chinnathayi's house for a holiday. She prepares tasty paniyarams for them. Observe the way she shared the paniyaram with them and how many paniyarams does each child get. Let's see the conversation. Kumaran said, "Wow, Grandma, paniyarams, I love them." Erilan told, "I want more." Inian, "No, I want more." And Grandma said, "Don't worry children, I will give you equally." Now the grandma started to separate the paniyarams. So Grandma, "I have 9 paniyarams," she said, "and I will give one by one." Erilan said, "All of us got 1 and 3 paniyarams are over." Kumaran said, "You have 6 paniyarams, Grandma." Inian said, "We can write the same as 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. The grandma said, "This is a second round. You can give us 1 paniyaram each, Granny," said by Inian. Kumaran said, "Now you have 3 paniyarams left, Grandma." Erilan said, "This can be written as 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Grandma, "Yes, then I guess I can give another round. This is the third round." So, "Wow, the third one, Grandma," said by Erilan. Kumaran said, "We all have 3 paniyarams each and your plate is empty, Grandma. So it is written as 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. From 9 we can take away 3 paniyarams 3 times. Let us learn the repeated subtraction with another one illustration. One day, Ravi saw a tree full of jamun fruits. The gardener gave him more fruits. He counted them. There were 20 fruits. Ravi has 20 jamun fruits. He wants to give them to 5 of his friends. He distributed them one by one. Ravi first gave 1 jamun fruits to each of them, which can be expressed as 20 minus 5. So there were 5 friends, each one got 1 jamun fruit. So we can write 20 minus 5 is equal to 15. Now Ravi is left with 15 jamun fruits. He gives 1 more jamun fruits to each of them in the second round. This can be written as 15 minus 5 is equal to 10. Now Ravi is left with 10 jamun fruits. He again gives 1 jamun fruits to each of his 5 friends. We write this as 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. Now Ravi is left with 5 jamun fruits. He again gives 1 jamun fruit to each of his 5 friends. We write this as 5 minus 5. So 0. Finally, Ravi's bag is empty. He gives 5 fruits 4 times. So he can distribute 20 fruits to 5 of his friends 4 times. Let us practice some more sums. If Grandma Chinnathai had 12 paniyarams, how many paniyarams will each one of her grandsons get? To begin with, we start with 12 paniyarams and distribute them to 3 grandsons, and so 12 minus 3 is equal to 9. Now the grandma has 9 paniyarams, she distributing to 3 grandsons. So 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. Now she has 6 paniyarams. Among the 6, she again distributing to the grandson. So 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Now she has 3 paniyarams. She is distributing that paniyarams to the grandsons. So 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Each grandson gets 4 paniyarams. How many paniyarams each grandson gets? Yes, 4 paniyarams. 4 times of 3 is repeated. If grandma had 20 paniyarams and there are 4 children, how many paniyarams will each child get? Let us begin with 20 paniyarams and it is distributed to 4 children. So 20 minus 4 is equal to 16. Now 16 is remaining. So from 16 again it is distributed to 4 children. So 16 minus 4 is 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. Now at last only 4 paniyarams is there. Again she is distributing to the children 4 children. So 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Each child gets 5 paniyarams. It's a pleasure time. Write the subtraction facts for the following. Subtract 2 repeatedly from 10. So here they have given 10 apples. From 10 we have to minus 2 repeatedly. At last what will come? So 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. Now we have 8 apples. From 8 we have to minus 2. So 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. Again 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2 and 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Number of times 2 is subtracted to get 0 is 5 times. How many times we have minused? We have minused 5 times. Subtract 4 repeatedly from 20. Here they have given 20 oranges. From that you have to subtract 4. So 20 minus 4 is equal to 16. Now we have 16 oranges. From this you have to subtract 4. So 16 minus 4 is equal to 12. Now how many oranges we have? Yes, 12 oranges. So 12 minus 4 is equal to 8. Now we have 8 oranges. We have to minus 8 minus 4. So 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. So we have now 4 oranges. From 4 oranges we have to minus 4. So 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. So we have to subtract 5 times 4 to get 0. Let us do repeated subtraction using number line. The frog can leap 3 units one attempt. If the frog wants to return to its original position from 15, then it can be shown using number line as given below. Start from 15 and leap in 3s up to 0. Frog will reach 0 in 5 leap of 3 units each. It has jumped 5 times starting from 15 to reach 0. That is 15 minus 3 is equal to 12. 12 minus 3 is equal to 9. 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0, which gives 15 minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Let us practice the sums. Draw the leaping position of a frog on the line to return to 0. So let us do the sum. First one, 2 units distance. So leaping, one leap has to covers 2 distance. For addition we have moved forward, right? So here for subtraction we have to move backward. That is, in addition we have started from 0. In the subtraction we are going to start from the number which is given at the last, or otherwise the number it is stated. So see here they have given 20. From 20 only we have to subtract till 0. So each leap contains 2 units. So 20 minus 2 is equal to 18. 18 minus 2 is equal to 16. 16 minus 2 is equal to 14. 14 minus 2 is equal to 12. 12 minus 2 is equal to 10. 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. And 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So repeated subtraction facts what it is? 20 minus 10 times of 2 is equal to 0. Number of leaps. How many leaps it is? Frog jumps? 10 leaps. 5 units distance. See here the frog is at the 20, number 20. So you have to subtract 5 units in each leap till 0. So 20 minus 5, 15. So 15 minus 5, 10. 10 minus 5, 5. And 5 minus 5, 0. So repeated at subtraction facts. 20 minus 5 minus 5 minus 5 minus 5. That is 4 times of 5. 20 minus 4 times of 5 is equal to 0. Number of leaps is 4. 4 units distance. The frog is at the position of 20. It has to reach the position 0 by a leap covers 4 units distance. To 20 minus 4, 16. 16 minus 4, 12. 12 minus 4, 8. 8 minus 4, 4. And 4 minus 4, 0. Repeated subtraction facts. 20 minus 4 minus 4 minus 4 minus 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. That is 20 minus 5 times of 4 is equal to 0. Number of leaps is 5. Students, in this lesson you have learned about the odd and even numbers, cardinal and ordinal numbers, repeated subtraction and repeated addition. I hope you would have understand this lesson. Thank you.